Welcome y'all to the dead house. You better stay out of the basement because I have bodies buried down there and worms are slowly eating them. And today's topic is about worms, specifically an episode of a TV show that came out recently about worms called Go Eat Worms from Goosebumps 2023. That is right, this is my episode review for Goosebumps episode 4, Go Eat Worms, which is, let's face it, this is the fucking best episode in the entire show. The finale, nothing on this. Even episode 6, it cowers when this thing walks out. This thing is unbeatable. It is one of the best Goosebumps pieces of media, and probably the best live-action media since the 90s TV show. I am dead serious. This one episode is just so fantastic. Being based off a pretty mid-book, and Stine's at least one of his least favorite books of all time. Clearly, I'm pretty excited to talk about this, because this is a very fucking good episode for being not even as on topic as True Clock of Doom was, but it was just so awesome. Like, this episode was fantastic and had probably the best character in the entire show. And Nora, the other best character in the entire show. I don't see a reason to waste more time. Let's just fucking get into this banger. Go Eat Worms opens up interestingly. So we see Nora and Margot's father the morning after they fuck. Yeah, I'm serious right now. There's an affair plotline with two parents. It's just... what the fuck? And it gets worse as the episode goes on, trust me. Bad opening. Especially the joke Nora says about rubbing mini bar soap in her vagina. Anyways, we see Lucas about to do an extremely, stupid fucking thing. And just straight up and drive off a cliff with his motorcycle. And he does later in the episode, spoiler alert, but you've watched it, right? Anyways, or you just don't care. But yeah, he drives off this thing, though not as fast later in the episode. But yeah, he hesitates, and it's kind of clear that this had something to do with his father, because his father, we know, is dead, or is not around anymore. And he says, because I think he's a vlogger or something, he's like, I'm doing this for my pops, It's obviously for his father, which I do like that. I love that a lot. But of course, he doesn't go through with it, and he goes back home, where he spots Nora, his mom, making out with Margot's father, which I cannot remember the name of, but... are you fucking... he records it for later, obviously, That's fucking creepy, but anyways, he shows Margot that day at school. He brings her to his room. And it's kind of weird. But yeah, he shows her the video of their parents making out. And then he reveals that he has worms. And weird. He's like, oh, I'll cheer you up. And he shows his big glass of worms. Though Margot thought it was going to be a sex tape of their parents fucking, she was surprised to find out that he just wanted to show her his worms. And he actually eats one like a fucking idiot. Anyways, he has this bad stomach ache, but he does walk Margot home. But yeah, it just gets worse and worse throughout the day. And he goes home shortly after he drops her off. Not enough time to really talk to Isaiah, who also pops by. Later at night, he, this is probably the fucking grossest scene in the episode. I just want to point that out. Now, clarification, I do not have wormophobia. I've never been afraid of worms. I actually have had a lot of experience with worms when I was a lot younger. I used to dig them up. I was literally just a baby Todd when I was a lot younger. I stopped doing it when I was 7, but I was pretty much baby Todd. This fucking grossed me out. Worms going up his nostrils, ears, probably through his... basically butthole, maybe? I don't fucking know. They're going in through every hole in his body. They're going in through his mouth. It is gross as fuck. Yeah, the next morning, obviously something's gonna be off about Lucas, and he seems normal until he takes a bite of his burrito. It's a breakfast burrito. I don't know why I added that, but yeah. He immediately spits it out. He does not like the taste of it for some reason. He acts like it's like diving into cake and getting broccoli. That's like his reaction. He's like he throws it away, thinking maybe it's poisoned or stale or some shit we don't really know. I mean, why would his mom poison? Maybe it's just moldy or some shit. But then he runs back to trash cans like, smells good. And he eats dirt. Because he has worms inside of him. So now he's having worm traits. And this is very similar to Night of the Squawker. where you act like what is kind of now inside of you, or you're turning into. It's really weird, because Night of Squawker, the character's sister, started acting like a bird, and now he's having worm-like traits where he likes to eat dirt and he doesn't like normal food. And you'll see here later in the episode that another worm-like trait he's going to have is not feeling pain, because worms don't have great pain sensitivity from what I am aware of. So later at school, in the background, there's this teen drama going on, specifically between Isaiah's girlfriend, and Margot, where Margot and Isaiah have been caught cheating like they were in episode 1, which I didn't go over in my episode 1 review, but that did happen, and that is kind of sparking a relationship once more. And yeah, it's interfering with her relationship, and obviously because Isaiah has a crush on Margot, and so does Lucas, you find out by the end of this or the next episode or something. Yeah, it's just really fucking weird, but yeah, it's whatever. It's nice, I guess. And during all of this, we see Lucas go through extreme pain without feeling shit. His fingers get slammed in his locker, he falls down the stairs, and he later rides a motorcycle off the roof, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. And yeah, he just doesn't feel anything. And everybody seeing this is freaked out, because he even has the literal signs of pain. His knuckles were bleeding when he slammed his fingers in the locker. And then they're all bent and shit. It was disgusting to look at, and they're just fine all of a sudden, like 2 seconds later. They reformed, because the worms are doing that. During Margot's visit to principal's office, which is her dad, I guess, she's confronted for cheating and helping Isaiah cheat to get into the next football tournament, whatever. Lucas drives off the roof and destroys Margot's father's car, which is for revenge, because he is banging his mom. He up and tells him that, too. And then he runs off, not before telling Margot where he's going, apparently the Booms of Doom. Saying, I have a date with the Booms of Doom, which is the place he was earlier in the episode. Margot tells Nora where he's going, and they immediately go there to confront him. And this is where we get an awesome reveal, and I really like this. This is the only part of the drama in the show that I actually kind of enjoy. So Lucas's father has been dead throughout the whole show. We have not seen him. We do see him in episode 10. Kinda. But yeah, he's dead. And the reason is he died. No shit. But why did he die? Well, he went through the Booms of Doom. He tried to do a stunt. But did he really try? No. The reason he's dead is because of suicide. He killed himself doing motorcycle tricks on purpose, completely on purpose, and he left a note apparently. So yeah, it is pretty upsetting, and it might hit home for you if you have a family member who's committed suicide. So yeah, obviously Lucas is pretty distraught by this, and he vomits all the worms up, and the worms get pretty fucking angry, and the giant worm monster just forms. Not even just with the biddle worms, like every worm in the fucking town just rises up and transforms into this like 18-foot tall monster. It's insane and awesome. So yeah, the monster gives chase, and Lucas does go down the Booms of Doom, though not in the same directions or ways, and in a more like safe way, though it is pretty steep though, at first at least. And yeah, it is decently dangerous, because he's definitely being chased by a giant monster who wants to fucking kill him. The monster gives chase until he finally reaches a wood chipping factory where Margot and Nora are also there. They took the car, and yeah, they have enough time to get up to control panels, and, Lucas is going to distract the monster, so he can do his little plan to get the monster in the wood chipper, which he does succeed in, thankfully. Nora does get hurt, but overall it is a fantastic scene, and there's really nothing bad about it, or there's nothing bad about it, okay? There's nothing bad about the scene. I really liked it. The cops are called, because, who's not going to call the cops? There's an 18-foot tall worm monster running around. Nora gets thrown into a mental institution after she stupidly tells the fucking truth. What the fuck? All is happily ever after, hooray! Oh yeah, Harold Biddle and Nathan Bat's body might reveal that Slappy's gonna be in the show very fucking soon! So what did I think of this episode? Well, I thought it was fantastic. Like, come on. I'm not gonna even go in detail. This is just fan-fucking-tastic. I would have liked it more if it focused more on the worms, but honestly, we needed an episode to focus more on the story, because after that last episode where it barely focused on the actual, like, overarching story of the show, we needed a bit more in this episode. And I'm very glad this episode still turned out fantastic either way. It is the best episode in the show, which obviously, since I already gave one a 10 out of 10, I'm going to give this one an 11 out of 10. There is literally no issues with this episode. Okay, maybe the intro. But, like, besides that, everything makes the fuck up for it. It is fantastic. I do not know what the fuck to say negative about it. There is nothing I disliked. All the characters are good. Margot and Lucas are the main characters in this episode. Nora as well. They're like the three best fucking characters. I'm serious. Get some interesting like subplots revealed. The worm monster. The worms in general were really awesome. And there's just so much to like about this episode, everybody. There's just nothing to hate, like, period, besides the intro, which isn't even terrible. It's just cringy fucking dialogue. Damn near delectable. So yeah, that's gonna conclude this review. This episode's an 11 out of 10, and there's really nothing else to say about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what y'all think about this episode. Do you love it? Do you hate it like a fucking idiot? No offense, but yeah, I want to hear y'all's thoughts. I'm really curious. Q&A video coming very soon, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.